Thanks very much, Hannah. Hello world, hello out there. My name is James Littlewood. I am one of Bournemouth University's regional managers. So I'm responsible for recruiting and supporting students specifically from the Middle East and Africa. But it's my pleasure today to be able to talk to you about the Master's scholarships, postgraduate scholarships that we have available for students joining us in September 2016. So I guess we have quite a mixed audience out there. So maybe some of you have already applied to Bournemouth University and you're looking for the funding opportunities that are available to you. And we will also have some students who haven't applied but just want to see what's available. So I'll do my best to cater for kind of both audiences. And so first of all, for those of you that have already applied, I'm just going to run through some basic facts about the university. So bear with me and we'll get to the scholarship information very shortly, okay? And just, the legal bit, the boring bit, we have to say that everything I'm presenting on today is correct at this time, but is subject to change, so you should check out our website regularly for any updates. Okay, where is Bournemouth? Well, Bournemouth, as you can see from the map there, is right on the south coast of the UK, right in the middle, in a county called Dorset. It's very close to London, 2 hours to central London by train, and it's really a tourist town, a popular holiday destination with UK residents, and famed for its lovely beaches. As you can see, I'm pretending that I'm on the beach today, although the sea there looks very still. We have a great culture in Bournemouth, a great culture of water sports, of a great nightlife, good bars, restaurants, shopping. You can actually, and you'll see the links when we send you the webinar, there's some links to videos about Bournemouth and about the local area, but it really is a lovely part of the UK and a great place to spend a year or two studying. As an illustration, here's some pictures. So there's our famous beach again and some of the surrounding sites. We hold an air festival in Bournemouth once a year, which is a hugely popular tourist event. So the university itself, Bournemouth University, is, by UK terms anyway, termed a new university. So we became a university in 1992, and within that group of new universities in the UK, Bournemouth is somewhat of a success story. So we are in the Times top 500 universities in the world. We have been awarded many prizes. For example, the Queen's Anniversary Prize for Higher Education. That's really for our contribution to the animation industry, which we'll take a look at in more detail later in the presentation. One of the kind of key achievements of Bournemouth University is our commitment to providing graduates with employment skills. And as you can see from that statistic, 89% of our graduates are employed or in further study within 6 months of graduating. So you can have some assurance that you'll be studying a relevant master's degree that would help you to find a job. Essentially, I guess that's why we're all pursuing further study. We have a very international university, as you can see from the quote there. Of our 17,000 students, 2,000 of them are from outside of the UK, from 100 different countries. So wherever you're from, I'd like to think that you'll find a community of students here from the same country. And for our international students, we have lots of dedicated support, and we'll go over that in more detail later as well. Some pictures of our campus here, which, as you can see, is very nice. There's a huge amount of investment at the moment as well into the campus, so new buildings and new facilities springing up very regularly. Some more pictures here. Lecture theatres, our library in the top left. Okay, but now this is the reason that you've all joined the webinar today, our scholarship provision. I think personally that Bournemouth has an extensive and very good scholarship provision for its international students. So I'm going to run through them in detail, and we'll have a look on the website in more detail each scholarship. But some key facts and some things that really are consistent on all of our scholarships are the requirements. So really we're looking for students with a good bachelor's degree from your own country with the equivalent qualification of a UK 2-1, so an upper second class degree minimum. The application deadline for all these scholarships that we're going to talk about, where they have a deadline, which I'll go over again, is the 31st of May. Okay, so still plenty of time for you to put in your scholarship application, and it is a separate application from your course application if you've already made one. All of our scholarships are paid as a reduction on tuition fees, so not as a cash payment, and they're valid for full-time master's degrees only, not any of our part-time courses. You can apply for multiple, for 2 different scholarships. You can actually be awarded or successful in your application for 2, but you will only be given the highest one. So if you're given a 25% scholarship and a 50, it will be just the 50 that you receive in the end. Okay, so let's have a look at some specific scholarships, and we're going to start with those that are available for our EU applicants, students from within the EU. So the first one is the BU Academic Scholarship, and as you can see here from the top link, there are an unlimited number of those scholarships. They're awarded automatically, so it's the one that you don't have to worry about a deadline or making an application. If you have the required grade, and we see that when you apply, we will give you that scholarship. It's guaranteed. If we click on the link, hopefully it will bring up, yeah, here we go, the web page, which I'll just maximize. Just bear with us. Okay, so eligibility, as I said, any EU student on a full-time postgraduate degree at BU, and it's worth £2,000, so a £2,000 fee reduction. If you want to know, and I imagine this will be your first question, what grade is required from my bachelor degree in my country to get this award, then we do have a table here. So there's a link here. So there's a table of all EU countries and the grade you would need from your bachelor degree to be awarded it. Okay. Sorry about that. There we go. Gremlins here. Okay. So the next scholarship I'd like to tell you about is the BU Executive Dean Scholarship for business school courses. So that is a 50% scholarship. So that would be half of your tuition fees paid. Now again, we'll click on the link. Okay, I won't do this for every scholarship, but I think it's important to show you what the web pages look like and also the process for you to apply for these scholarships. Okay, so we have 5 50% awards available for students joining us in September on business school masters. So they are really business and management courses and finance courses. Okay, and there will be a list of those courses available as well. Now this one you do need to make an application for, so you'll see, and this is the same for all scholarships that require an application. At the top of the specific scholarship page here on the right hand side, there's an apply for scholarship button. It's a short form you need to fill out about your academic credentials, and also you'll need to write a short statement about why you feel you're deserving of the scholarship, because unlike the academic scholarship we just discussed, this one is competitive, you know, and there will be more than 5 applicants for it, and the way we will decide on the successful 5 recipients of the award is by first looking at your academic credentials, but then also at your statement. So do take your time over that and do write a good supporting statement for that scholarship application. The next scholarship we're going to look at is very similar, so it's another 50% award, but it's specific to the MBA course, our Masters of Business Administration. The application process is exactly the same, as is the next one we're going to look at, which is another Executive Dean Scholarship, 50% for master's degrees in the Faculty of Media and Communication. So this will cover humanities subjects, advertising, animation subjects, as well as law. Our law courses sit within this faculty. And again, we have 5 available for September entry for EU students. Similarly, within our School of Tourism, we have actually 6 available for September entry. So within our School of Tourism, we teach tourism, obviously, hospitality, as well as our sports management courses. So if they're courses that you have applied for or want to apply for, just be aware that there's 6 scholarships available for EU students this September. Finally, with the Executive Dean Scholarships, we have 5 available within our Faculty of Health and Social Sciences. So courses that this scholarship will be available for are our Masters in Public Health, Nutrition, Social Work, Social Care, Physiotherapy, and Nursing, Masters in Nursing. Okay, and the final link here for Music and Sports Scholarships. Now, these are slightly different. These are paid as a cash payment. So these are not tuition fee scholarships. They're paid as a cash payment. And for the music scholarship, you need a minimum or equivalent anyway to a grade 7 in the particular instrument. For the sports scholarships, you would only be considered if you have represented in your chosen sport either your country or your state, your region. So quite specific eligibility there, and they're paid as cash payments to really to further your sport or your kind of music pastime, so maybe to buy more equipment or training or something along those lines. Now we're going to move on swiftly to non-EU students and the funding and scholarships that are available to you. Now you'll see here that the amounts are different and there are more scholarships available. So, okay, the reason for that is that the tuition fee for non-EU students is higher, and traditionally there are more students with us studying from non-EU countries, so there is a slightly larger provision. The same things apply, okay, in terms of the requirement for those scholarships, the application procedures, the deadlines, and similar. We have one type of scholarship that falls outside of that, so the unlimited BU academic scholarship. You'll see it's worth £3,500, which is approximately 25% of most of our master's tuition fees. And again, if we click the link, you will see that there is a similar chart available here, entry chart, that lists each country and the grade required to automatically qualify for this scholarship. So, the competitive scholarships. Okay, the first one we're going to look at is the Vice-Chancellor's International Scholarship. And as it says here, this is for full-time master's degrees for students from selected countries. So those countries are China, India, Nigeria, South Korea, Thailand, Turkey, the USA, and Vietnam. So only students from those countries can successfully apply for the Vice-Chancellor's International Scholarships. There is one 100%, so full tuition fee waiver for the best student applying for that Vice-Chancellor's Scholarships. So really there's 11. There's 10 50% and one 100% scholarship. Then we have Executive Dean Scholarships for each faculty in the same way as we just ran through for the EU students. So there's 20 in total, but there's no nationality requirement. So this is for all students to be able to apply for the 20 BU Executive Dean Scholarships. Okay. Outside of that, the Faculty of Management has decided in their wisdom to have another batch of 50% scholarships that are available, again, only to students from selected countries, and they are, again, Russia, Turkey, Nigeria, China, and South Korea. The MBA scholarships, 50% of tuition fees available for all countries, okay? The business school, very generous, the business school, as you can see, lots of scholarships. Also have an ASEAN scholarship, so available for students from selected Asian and Southeast Asian countries. There's 6 of them. Again, they're worth half of your tuition fees, and they're for students from Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, Malaysia, the Philippines, Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, Brunei, and Dar es Salaam. Apologies if my pronunciation was bad on any of those countries. Okay, so we also have one Reham Al-Farah scholarship for one specific course, so that's the MA Masters in Multimedia Journalism. All nationalities are considered for that, all non-EU nationalities. The requirement here, you must have a first-class degree. And again, you know, in terms of working out, do I have a first-class degree or first-class degree equivalent, we can help you with that. That information can be provided by the university. That's worth £3,000, the Reham Al-Farah scholarship. Our Masters in Public Health has an unlimited number of 25% scholarships. So the fee will be reduced by £3,250 for any student who, and this is breaking news actually, who has any kind of offer for the course by the 1st of June 2016. It does say on the presentation here you must have an unconditional offer for the course, but that's just been revised. As long as you have an offer for our Masters Public Health by the 1st of June, you will automatically get that £3,250 scholarship. Okay. And then we also have scholarships available for students from our partner institutions around the world. So we have a partnership with CUC, so that's Communication University China, I believe, and Jai Hind College in India. £2,000 reduction of fees for them progressing to media school or Faculty of Media and Communication students, plus one larger scholarship for the best student within those institutions. The number of Colombian universities that we have partnerships with, as you can see there, EFIT, EIA, Rosario, and La Sabana, and they will get 20% reduction from all of our full-time master's courses. Okay, and where it says there an additional 5% discount when paid in full, that applies to everyone. Okay, so it's not a scholarship, but it's a fee reduction that's available. If any of you are in a position to pay your tuition fees up front, you know, at enrollment, let's say on or before enrollment, you will automatically get a 5% reduction on the gross fee, so the published fee of the course. Whether or not you get a scholarship as well, the reduction is on the full fee. As you can see in the footnote there are also specific scholarships available for, or scholarships reductions available for Commonwealth countries, Bournemouth University alumni, and part-time students. But I'd advise you do check the website for those specific details. Okay, well that's all of the scholarships, and there's quite a few of them, and I imagine you will have some questions about those scholarships. But for those of you who aren't already that familiar with Bournemouth University or haven't made an application, we're just going to very quickly run through the types of courses that we teach here, and then after that, the kind of extra support that we offer here, accommodation, additional support, those kind of things. And once we've done that, I'll take any questions you have on any subject really, but especially on the scholarships. Okay, so firstly, our Faculty of Media and Communication teaches evidently media studies. So within that, there's animation, English, communication, so public relations, corporate comms, advertising. There's marketing, journalism, politics, and film and TV. Now, Bournemouth, I mean, has a worldwide reputation for a lot of these subjects, especially animation and film and TV. As I told you earlier, we are the Queen's Anniversary Prize winner for our contribution to animation, and we're constantly ranked top 5 in the world for animation visual effects subjects. We have many Oscar-winning graduates now, as you can see from the note there. We had, I believe it was 60 of our graduates worked on the film Interstellar, also Avatar, Gravity, Inception, so all the kind of major heavily visual effects led films will have someone from Bournemouth University or previously from Bournemouth University working on them. And if you click any of those links when you receive the presentation, you'll find out more in depth about those subjects. Our Faculty of, or our School of Applied Sciences, I should say, within our Faculty of Science and Technology teaches anthropology, archaeology, forensics, geography, and biological and environmental sciences. Again, if you want to see the specific master's courses offered within a faculty, we just click the link, okay, and it takes you to the university's course search page. Click postgraduate courses, and then you've got here by school, by department, the courses that we offer. Okay, so we'll go back, and next is our design, engineering, computing and technology courses. So we teach computing, media production and product design, industrial design, engineering. Okay, within our business school, I think I've already covered what we teach, and it's not very different than every business school within the world, really. Our School of Tourism, as I said, I think I missed a couple out here, so I covered tourism, hospitality and sports, but also retail and events management, events marketing courses within that school. And again, that's one of our departments that's highest ranked within the UK. Our School of Tourism has been #1 in the UK in recent years, currently in the top 10. Then within our School of Health and Social Care, and I did run through these: psychology, exercise science, nutrition, social work, sociology, public health. So if you get a place at Bournemouth, and hopefully you get one of the scholarships we've been talking about today, where can you stay? Well, all of our new overseas students are guaranteed accommodation in their first year. Most of the master's courses are only 1 year anyway. We have options that are both on and off campus, but it's important to say, even with those off-campus options, Bournemouth is not a huge metropolis like London. Really, whatever accommodation you're in, you would never be more than a 10-minute bus ride onto the main campus. And if you take a room in Bournemouth University accommodation, you will get a free bus card that entitles you to travel on our university buses for the year. Okay. All of our rooms are private. There's no dorm rooms. Nearly all have ensuite bathrooms, not shared bathrooms. You normally would have a private bedroom and bathroom and study area, and then share your lounge and your kitchen with 4 or 5 other postgraduate students. Okay, if any of you would be traveling to Bournemouth with your family or your partner, then we do have accommodation available and that's suitable for families. Now, apologies that we haven't updated the prices here, but they really haven't changed very much. So for 2016 entry, the prices are very similar. So our halls of residence, so they're the majority of our rooms are within our halls of residence, range from £113 to £149 per week. The student village, which is our right on-campus accommodation, £105 to £143, and then uni-let, slightly cheaper, so that's kind of converted houses within the local area that are now rented out to students via the university. You would only deal with the university in terms of renting those properties. And as I mentioned, you get the BU bus pass for free with any of those, and all bills are included, so no extra for Wi-Fi or anything like that. Here's some pictures of our accommodation options. So this in the top left, Purbeck House, is a traditional kind of halls of residence where there'll be clusters of flats or apartments that have, as I say, 4 or 5 bedrooms, shared kitchen, shared lounge. The uni-let house is this one here, so there'll probably be 3 or 4, maybe 5 bedrooms within there, and again a shared kitchen. The student village, this is right on campus, and this is the inside of one of the halls of residence. So, you know, a decent sized space for a student, I think. Okay, and what else can you do at Bournemouth University other than study? Nothing. No, you can. You can do any number of sports and activities are available to you. Okay. So I'm not going to run through them all now, but really if you name a sport, there will be a society for it in Bournemouth. We also have lots of kind of different nationality societies. So there's a Nigerian student society, a Thai student society that arrange social events and outings for students or members of that society. So there will be a kind of ready-made community for you when you join Bournemouth. If you join Bournemouth, I should say. And we will do our best to support you while you're here. We do recognize that, you know, that as an international student you have particular challenges and obstacles to overcome that our UK students, you know, wouldn't necessarily have or have to a lesser extent. So things like language, you know, we can help you while you're here with English language support, then study support as well. You know, the way we study at a UK university can be different than at home. Things like referencing and plagiarism and exam techniques can be different. So as I say, we offer free advice and support sessions to help you with all of those. Then outside of the academic side of things, you know, we like to make sure that you're happy and content here on campus. So we have counselling services available, impartial people for you to speak to. There's multi-faith prayer rooms available, and we have a medical centre as well. So we have a GP, a doctor on campus that you can register with when you arrive. Okay, so I think that's quite enough talking from me for now. Thank you very much for attending, and I'm quite happy now to answer any questions you've got.